If you thought beauty was in the eyes of the beer holder, you might want to rethink that. For 50 years, the concept of beer goggles has been considered an actual phenomenon. But now scientists have poured cold water on its existence. And for those who don't know about it, let me tell you what it's all about. Beer goggles basically is the idea that alcohol makes other people appear better looking, which means if you have had a drink or two, you could feel attracted to people you won't otherwise find appealing had you been sober. And some North American university students came up with this term in the 1980s, and since then there had been anecdotal evidence of its existence. You may have noticed this around you as well, at parties or at get-togethers, at clubs, marriages as well. Basically, wherever there is a bar counter and people are celebrating, people would consume alcohol, get overly friendly and sometimes intimate. And the next day, the entire thing would be blamed on alcohol, on the couple of extra beers that they had perhaps. But let me tell you, it was never the beer. It was always the person. Because if this new study is to be believed, beer goggles do not exist. So what are you actually wearing after getting drunk? Probably confidence. During this study, researchers basically asked 18 pairs of male friends to rate photographs of women and men based on their attractiveness. And the participants were called in pairs to mimic real-life social interactions, essentially to give them an impression that they were actually partying. And on one occasion, the pair was given vodka and cranberry juice. And on another, they got a non-alcoholic beverage. And once they had provided the attractive ratings, they were asked to select the person they would want to interact with in the future. Surprisingly, the study found that the alcohol did not affect the men's perception of attractiveness. Their sober and drunk ratings were more or less similar. But what it found was that men were more likely to interact with people they found attractive after consuming alcohol. You see, after getting drunk, participants were 1.71 times more interested in talking to those they found attractive. And while intoxication may not have resulted in beer goggles, it did seem to increase liquid courage. So the next time someone walks up to you drunk, know that it's not the alcohol talking. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.